call it something like day 5, and this day 5 we create a file inside and a must called mod.rs. This mod.rs has a main purpose of modules, so we have to register it in main file here like this, module day 5. Then you save the file. So this is the main file. So day 5, we're still following this book called the Rust book. Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, Rust book. And yesterday we talked about these data types, the trim.pass. So see, for example, index, we trim the spaces, we pass and we handle the exception. This is take input from the user. So the next thing is functions. I think we've already covered functions, but for someone who doesn't know functions, a function starts with fn and then the name of the function. Every function must be registered in the main function. So I'm not going to cover this because we already learned it. Yeah, this is just functions. We already learned everything there. Comments. Okay, we might talk about comment. Don't think there's point of talking about comments. Comments just starts with / hello world. Remember, this course is just for relearning the concepts. Next is the control flow, if and else statement. That's a good one. So in the module rs, in this file, call it if else rs. Now in the if else rs, we have to register it in the mod like this, pub mod if else. Then we save it. Now this if else, we have to create a function for if else statements. We can start with something simple, like we want the user to enter their input, then we're going to use the if else statement to identify whether this user has entered the input or not. So we can say public function if else. Yeah, does it help me? So we say let x is 5 and y is 10 if there's no bracket here. As you can see, x is less than y, print line, x is less than y, else do it. And there's VS Code is very good because it just tells me to press tab and this function is registered in the main. For example, day 5 if else statement example. And if I look at my function here, so just a moment, let me transfer this to the next screen so that they won't disturb us. Okay, now if we look at our function, which is here saying public used operation, this is just some errors I've explained. Hello world generated 2 error could not compile it to 2 previous errors. So they're saying there's an error here. If else is a private module, which I didn't see it. So we need to go to the if else and then we need to make this module public. We say public, then we save it, and then we save our if else statement. And if we go back to main, there's no error. And if you look at our function, our output say x is less than y. So what if we can also use match statement. So you can say public function match statements, and match statement looks like this. We'd say let x, which is equals to 5, okay, let y is equals to 10, okay, we're going to match x and print, no, going to say match x. There's this function that I can't remember, is it dot compare? Can't remember. Ordering, yeah, I think we used ordering function. Just a moment. We used standard compare, yeah, ordering, yeah. Now we're going to say here match x dot compare pointer to y, and if it's ordering less, we print line x is less, and then then we register it in the main file. And in this function we have to add this, I don't know what is it called, I can't remember, to say allow dead code. The same case to this one. We save it, but the same case with this one. We say hashtag allow dead code. Yeah, makes sense. If I look at my server here, x is less than y, x is less than y, it's the same thing. You can use x.compare, or you can also use if else statement. I think I have a good memory. If I can remember the compare, that's good news. That's good news. And for previous session we didn't cover comments. Comments just looks like this. You say a comment to say use this function demonstrates if else statement, and this one you say this function demonstrate match statements. And we go back to our documentation, we scroll it, we say still talks about the if else statement, else if. We can have some if else, lots of them. So you say if x is less than y, instead of doing directly x, we can say here else if x is greater than y, we print else x is equal. You can say else x is and in Rust we don't have brackets between these numbers. You have to know that, and this data type are usually to insert it. So I didn't know about that, so you double click it and it fills it, and I've known today, didn't know that it existed.